On the high school hardwood tonight, 5-2 Shawnee travels to Delphus looking to bounce back from their loss against Defiance. The Indians ready to face a St. John squad who is also coming off a loss and are ready to battle. So let's go to America's friendliest city. St. John's hosting Shawnee at Robert Arnzen Gymnasium. First quarter, Blue Jays come out firing. Hannah Baki is good from the land of three, but St. John's isn't done yet. Taylor Zuber using the jab step and then letting the rock fly. The triple try is true, and then she shares the wealth with Baki again. She's good from the corner. St. John's jumps out to a 9-1 lead with nothing but triples. Shawnee needing a timeout, and they come out ready to go. Alyssa Staller heading right to the rack. The senior brings the Indians within 6. Then it's Trinity Gearing, padding the stats and working hard for it. The 6'1" sophomore finally gets the bucket to go, but the story tonight was St. John's perimeter shooting. Hannah Will gets in on the fun as well. Her 3-ball falls, and then Betty Vorst pulls the trigger from the corner. St. John's drills 5 threes in the first quarter alone, and they win by exactly 3 points. St. John's on top 48-45. By this time next season, you might be hearing Katie Hempfling's name associated with the Bowling Green women's basketball team. The well-decorated senior standout at Ottawa-Glandorf has committed to be a Falcon, but before she leaves for BG, Hempfling will grab another award. She is our latest McDonald's Scholar Athlete of the Week.
The McDonald's Scholar Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Jerry Lewis McDonald's Restaurants in Lima, Delphus, Van Wert, Beaver Dam, Bluffton, Cary, Upper Sandusky, Ada, Ottawa, and Hicksville.
If you were to look for a leader in the halls at Ottawa-Glandorf High School, look no further than the Titans class president, Katie Hempfling.
Biggest motivation is probably my 3 older sisters. They always were involved in everything, and I always had to live up to their expectations, especially in high school, because all the teachers were the same, and so I had to really up my game a little bit to meet their expectations.
The senior is also involved in 8 other organizations, sits 11th in her class, and holds a near-perfect grade point average.
What I love most about Katie is her positive personality. I mean, really, there are very few kids that really bring that spark of interest to the room and really just change the whole atmosphere when they walk in, and Katie is that person.
And when she's not busy hitting the books, you can find the District 8 Basketball Player of the Year on the hardwood. Hempfling has earned high honors in both basketball and soccer.
Katie's the kind of person that puts the team first. Her personal accolades I don't think really even matter to her. I think she's more excited about the team doing well. When I think back of the runs at state and stuff, the best moments that I recall are when kids are coming out of the game and Katie's hugging them. We're not winning. She's not concerned about necessarily the accolade there, but rather how her teammates feel at that moment. So, when you have a kid that plays that hard but also works for the team effort and works for her teammates, it says a lot about her, but it's a greater testament, I guess, to her family and everything else.
Katie Hempfling, your latest McDonald's Scholar Athlete of the Week. When we come back, plenty of athletes grabbing honors and see what the University of Findlay has accomplished right after this quick timeout. Welcome back. For the second straight year, the Ohio Northern women's soccer team has landed 4 members on the first team All-Ohio list. 1 senior and 3 sophomores grab honors. Hannah Reich was also named a first team All-American, becoming the first women's soccer player in school history to achieve that honor. Reich teamed up with the 2-time defending OAC Goalkeeper of the Year, Megan Grierson, to lead the Polar Bears to a new school record of 14 shutouts. As for Haley Moses and Rose Nienaber, they both achieve All-Ohio for the first time in their young sophomore careers. As for the men, 4 more Polar Bears earn their way to the list as well. Grant Kayat and JJ Fortner find themselves as first teamers for the first time in their careers. Chris Garbig earns his 3rd career All-Ohio honor as he is placed on the 2nd team. And Corey Lanes gets the nod as a 3rd teamer, finishing on the list in his final season at ONU. And some college weekly honors. Arlington grad Andrew Hunter is named the Conference Player of the Week after leading Bluffton to an overtime victory against Franklin this weekend. The senior went 7 of 12 from the field and set a career-high 25 points in the Beavers' win. At Ohio State, Kelsey Mitchell earns herself another Big Ten Player of the Week award, averaging 26.5 points with 7 assists on top of that and a pair of Buckeye wins over the weekend. That is the 10th time she has been named the Conference Player of the Week. On the gridiron, after the most successful season in Findlay football history, the Oilers have landed in the American Football Coaches Association postseason poll for the very first time. They finished ranked 22nd in the country and the only school from their conference to make it on the poll, so a hat tip to the Oilers. On the ice, the Blue Jackets traveling to the Garden starting to tangle with the Bruins. They trail 3-0 in the third period until Josh Anderson breaks the scoreless drought, ending Tuukka Rask's bid for a shutout as well. But that's as close as the Jackets get. Sergei Bobrovsky lets in 7 different goals tonight. Not quite the goalie Bob we are used to. Jackets fall 7-2. And we end in the NBA. Kobe Bryant is going to have both of his numbers retired at the Staples Center against the Golden State Warriors. In the 8 jersey, the number he began his Hall of Fame career in, he won 3 NBA titles, was named an All-Star 8 times, and scored 16,866 points. After 10 seasons, Kobe switched to the 24 jersey, grabbed himself 2 more championships, earned 2 Finals MVPs, and was named to the All-Star team 10 more times. In that 24 jersey, Bryant scored 16,777 points, just 89 fewer than he did in the 8 jersey. A fun fact, Kobe scored more points in the 8 and 24 jerseys individually than 80 Hall of Famers had in their entire NBA careers. But for the future Hall of Famer, it's not about the accolades, it's about inspiring others to chase their goals.
As you get older, and as I sit here now, I come to realize that it's really not about those things. Those things carry a greater significance to them, and it's how well can you affect or impact others, not from the sense of fandom or whatever the case may be, but it's through your actions, through your behavior, through your commitment to the game. How can that inspire people to be as committed in whatever field that they're choosing to be a part of?
It's all about that Mamba mentality. He's always inspiring people to, go after as hard as you can in whatever you do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's any kids still up at what time, 11:30 at night, but I mean, that's some inspiring and motivational words for us all.
Sure is.
All right, thanks, John. We'll be back with stocks.